Doha, the capital city of Qatar and a city with big ambitions. Doha is located in the eastern end of the Qatari Peninsula, which juts out from the larger Arabian Peninsula. Qatar is surrounded by the Arabian Gulf and shares its only land border with Saudi Arabia in the south. Doha has seen rapid urbanization very similar to its neighbor Dubai, completing its metro rail system within just 7 years. Today, the city is a symbol of modern architecture intertwined with Islamic traditions and the country's heritage. Many have their eyes on this tiny state as Doha is set to host the World Cup 2022 and preparations are in full swing. This video will show the geography of the nation, explore the city of Doha, and bring out the culture and hospitality which the country has to offer. Qatar is approximately 188 kilometers long and 85 kilometers wide. Off to the east, you have the country's one and only international airport. To the south, there is the Hamad port and the economic zone of Ras Abu Fantas. It is important to note that about 80% of the 3 million people in the country live in the east, with Doha and its surrounding suburbs. The next largest city, which is spatially detached from Doha, would be Al Khor, with about 32,000 people. Dukhan city in the west has about 7,200 people, and the town of Shamal in the northernmost point has about 5,200 people. The country is generally flat throughout, with the rockiest part being the Dukhan Ridge next to the Bay of Salwa. The highest elevation in the country would be in the Galal summit, which is just 103 meters. Years of flat contact with seawater has left many salt flats or sabkhas in the landscape, especially in the southeast. Seawater cuts through the desert and forms an inland sea located close to the Saudi border. This is Bahr al-Udeid, or the Inland Sea. A point to note in the geography of Qatar is the Hawar Islands, which actually belong to Bahrain, though they are less than 2 kilometers from the Qatari mainland. Up north is the industrial zone of Ras Lafan, where most of the oil refineries are present. The Halul Island, which acts as a storing and loading terminal for oil barges, is located off to the northeast. Qatar is one of 17 countries which do not have any type of flowing river. The country's water is acquired by desalinating the seawater 50%, extracting groundwater 36%, and recycling water 14%. The only two artificial lakes are the new industrial wide lake and the Al Karana sewage ponds. Flocks of flamingos come to this pond every year from November to April to feed off the waters. Many dense mangroves are found in the Al Khor region, with Purple Island, named after purple sea lavender plants that grow here. Despite soaring temperatures, orangs, the national animal of Qatar, is found here. In the north, there are many sea turtles which come during the nights onshore to lay their eggs. The nation is connected throughout by an intricate road network. The two main roads leaving the country are the Salwa Road to the west and the number 59 Qatari UAE Road going to the east through the Saudi border. Ashkal, the Public Works Authority of Qatar, who makes the highways, even won Guinness World Record for the world's longest single asphalt laid road at about 25 kilometers and the longest bicycle track at about 32 kilometers. The Middle East is known for its endless desert, with temperatures easily reaching a blistering 40 degrees Celsius. However, a vibrant and massive city emerges out of this desert, seemingly accomplishing the impossible. How did Qatar do this? The answer? Oil. Qatar used to be a very poor state, heavily reliant on pearl diving and fishing for its economy. Since the discovery of oil in the Dukhan onshore fields during the 1940s, the country has seen a massive transformation. Qatar's petroleum and natural gas industry has boosted the country's economy, accounting for 60% of its GDP, 70% of government revenue, and 85% of export earnings, which makes the country what it is today. Qatar is also the second largest exporter of liquefied natural gas after Australia, and it's third in terms of proven gas reserves, totaling to about 13% of the world. These are located mostly in offshore northern fields and inland in Dukhan. Qatar is trying to diversify its economy and to be less dependent on oil industries. The country has invested in foreign assets worth billions around the world. An example would be its 50% ownership in Canary Wharf, London. Qatar's development is possible due to the expat population living in the country. Qatar, like any other country in the Gulf, heavily relies upon migrant workers. The country has the highest expat ratio in the Gulf, making Qatari citizens a minority in their own country. Qatar nationals make up less than 15% of the total population, followed by other Arab nationals, Indians, Nepalis, Filipinos, Bangladeshis, Sri Lankans, and other nationalities. Arriving in Doha, you're greeted by the beautiful and elaborate Hamad International Airport. The airport is home to Qatar Airways, one of the world's biggest airlines in terms of fleet size and the largest operator of the Airbus A350. The airline was also the world's largest operator during the pandemic of COVID-19. Both the airport and the airline boast multiple Skytrax awards in several consecutive years. You can be lost in the architecture of the building, having lots of artworks and sculptures, which is truly mesmerizing and inspiring. Opened in 2013, this airport connects Doha to over 79 countries in 6 continents. Whether you are in economy, business or first class, this airport has a lot to offer. Starting with the Morjan lounge to the state-of-the-art terminal building and the giant teddy bear right in the middle of the airport, you're in for a treat. After the grand and luxurious entry, we shall now explore the city and its future ambitions. This is the Museum of Islamic Arts. It is one of the earliest museums in Doha, built by the renowned architect I.M. Pei. With depictions of the history of Qatar and the Asian subcontinent, the museum offers a comprehensive look at the past with its permanent and temporary exhibition halls. Besides that is the museum's park, which itself offers stunning views of the Doha skyline, along with plenty of shops and cafes to explore and rejuvenate. Qatar National Museum, located just a few kilometers away, takes everything to a new level. It is the largest museum in Qatar, which was recently inaugurated in 2019. The museum offers an immersive view to history which is one of a kind. Live exhibits are accompanied by interactive displays and massive wall projections, which takes a viewer deeper and immersed into the past. The Corniche Promenade of Doha is the most iconic landmark. It is here that most pictures of Doha are taken, much like Singapore's Marillion statue. The Pearl Monument, O-ring sculpture and Sheraton Park are worth mentioning. The 8-kilometer stretch of Corniche is also where the country celebrates its National Day on December 18th every year, with military parades and spectacular fireworks, which usually takes place at 8 p.m. This vital road also connects the busy downtown with West Bay, where most of the tall buildings are located. It is closed when high-level officials and the Emir himself needs to travel to and from the airport. Speaking of Emir, Qatar is ruled by the Al Thani family, making a constitutional monarchy. Its Emir, is Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani, who took power when his father abdicated his throne in 2013. West Bay is perhaps one of the most busiest places, housing the headquarters of many companies. The popular skyscrapers and buildings from the pictures of Doha are the Sheraton Hotel, Doha Bank Tower, Burj Doha, Qatar Petroleum Headquarters, Bidda Tower, Tornado Tower, and the Al Mana Tower.
Dropping by at Souq Waqif in the night, just across the Pole Monument, you can see the city of Doha come to life. Here, you can get a glimpse of what the traditional life of Doha looked like before the discovery of oil in the region, as traditional shops are still preserved to this date. Souq Waqif also has nightly shows where locals gather and have fun together. It is also the home for falcon shops and even a dedicated hospital for falcons. You can grab some authentic Arab spices and oud here. Just a street across, you can find the Souq Waqif Park, offering a view of the skyline much like MIA Park. The park stretches all the way from Souq Waqif till the guest palace nearby. It has an open amphitheater in the middle, beautiful fountains, and plenty of playgrounds for children. Speaking of parks, Bidda Park is perhaps the largest and most beautiful park in the country. From the bustling metropolitan area, it is here where you can relax from the rush and take a moment to admire its vastness. It truly is a lush green oasis in the middle of the city, much like Central Park in New York. The park stretches from the south, close to Souq Waqif, all the way north to West Bay following the curve of the Corniche Promenade. Other parks worth noting are Oxygen Park, Crescent Park, and Al Khur Park. When it comes to parks, bicycle lanes, exercise equipment, Qatar has not left any stone unturned and is ready for the World Cup.
With regards to stadiums for the tournament, all 8 stadiums are ready, with few being in the final touch phase. Every stadium has its own green space around it, along with bicycle lanes, transport connectivity, and many places to relax or exercise. Aspire Zone boasts a renovated stadium called the Khalifa Stadium, which also has an air-conditioned stand to help players and fans beat the desert heat. Aspire Zone was one of the earliest sports complex arenas built in Qatar during the Asian Games hosted by Doha in 2006. There is the Aspire Park and Villaggio Mall. This mall has a Venetian-inspired shopping experience, including a boating experience in the middle of the mall. The opening and final match for the World Cup is set to be held in the Lusail Stadium, located in the city of Lusail. Lusail is a new urban development plan in the northern region of Doha. The Marina District is a high-density development area consisting of residential, commercial, office, hotel, shopping, and mixed-use zones along the waterfront connected by open spaces. Development in this region was slow and steady, but was boosted in the recent years for preparations for the World Cup and part of Qatar Vision 2030. The Katara Islands in Lusail are a pair of man-made islands just across Lusail city. The northern island will host theme parks and will be a fun entertainment hotspot, while the southern islands will have luxurious malls and arenas. Lusail Towers is a landmark project envisioned as the catalyst for a new central business district in the city with a distinctive collection of 4 high-rise buildings. The development will host the headquarters for the Qatar National Bank, the Central Bank, and the Qatar Investment Authority alongside other global organizations. Many parts of Lusail, including Katara Islands, will be inspired by Venetian architecture. The Vendôme Mall in Lusail City is a Paris-inspired luxury mall which will include 2 5-star hotels, service departments, entertainment, and up to 400 retail outlets, including an exclusive zone dedicated to the most elite brands. It is estimated to have costed over 5 billion Qatari riyals or over 1.37 billion US dollars to build this mall, with estimated inauguration in 2022, just in time for the World Cup. Going on south from Lusail is the Katara Cultural Village and Pearl Katara. Pearl Katara is a series of man-made islands housing residences, hotels and office buildings. Due to the incoming expat and foreign nationals, Qatar has recently allowed ownership of residential plots and apartments to non-Qatari citizens. Qatar Cultural Village is where you can indulge in many cultural events hosted throughout the year. One of the famous being the Qatar's National Day, as mentioned earlier. On 18th of December, drone shows and mini fireworks displays are hosted here. It also has many stalls and a big amphitheater. You can also do plane spotting. The skies above are directly lined up with the city's airport runways. The Middle East is very fond of malls. They are places to eat, shop and have entertainment, all being in an air-conditioned building, a great way to escape from the outside heat. Doha Festival City alongside IKEA is the largest mall in Qatar as of 2021. It also has an indoor ice theme park, very similar to Dubai's version in the Dubai Mall. Mall of Qatar in the Rayan district has a vast open dome in the middle which is lined and decorated with artificial climbers and gardens to give a more natural shopping experience. Other malls in the city are the City Centre Mall in West Bay, Landmark Mall, Estan Mall, Al Khor Mall and D Mall. Qatar National Convention Centre and Doha Exhibition and Convention Centres are other places worth mentioning.
Healthcare can also be luxurious in Doha. All public and government healthcare facilities are owned and operated by Hamad Medical Corporation, which was the vision of His Highness Sheikh Hamad bin Khalifa Al Thani in 1995. Sidr Hospital and Al Alhi Hospital may look like luxurious hotels from the outside, but they offer healthcare facilities in hotel-like comfort.
Since Doha has so much to offer, you may be wondering how to get around this place. Firstly, walking is not recommended. People get around here by private vehicles, buses, taxis operated by Karwa or by the Doha Metro, owned by Qatar Rail. During the making of this film, Doha Metro has a combined track length of 76 kilometers spread over 3 major lines and 37 stations. There are plans to expand it further in the future. It is perhaps the easiest, cheapest and most eco-friendly method to get around the city. The Red Line or the Coastal Line connects the city of Lusail with Doha's airport as well as the southern town of Al Wakra. Green Line, also known as the Educational Line, connects Al Rifa, where Mall of Qatar is situated, to Al Mansoura. The final Gold Line, also known as the Heritage Line, connects Aspire Zone with Ras Abu Aboud. All lines converge out radially from one single station called Mushairib. This place is the heart of Doha, also home to Mushairib downtown, packing in dense residential and office spaces. The Lusail tram, which is connected to the main line in Lusail station, was built for Lusail city and its metropolitan area. Tickets can cost as low as 60 cents traveling one way. All trains are categorized with standard, family and gold classes. The network can get you within close proximity to almost all locations and attractions mentioned in this film.